This little guy that we're going to talk about comes from Burrumbuttock. The local area there, it really looks after the squirrel gliders because in New South Wales they're a vulnerable species. A farmer rang us up. We agreed to meet at the family vet. He had the glider, he'd cut it off and it still had a little bit of wire in it.
Hazel came in with the Squirrel Glider, the juvenile male. There was a tear to the right wing membrane that extended to his knee. It was quite wide open, and we cleaned the wound and made an attempt to get the wound to heal.
And then I took it home to look after it.
Some of these squirrel gliders we can get them to heal and be released into the wild. It depends on the size and the site of the trauma. Those injuries that involve the wingspan of the membrane are very difficult, if not impossible, to get to heal.
It's on antibiotics. It gets weighed every week, it gets fed. The antibiotics are in its food and it gets checked every week. 251 grams, so it's put on nearly 60 grams.
The membrane extends from the front leg to the back leg. When they glide from tree to tree, they hold all of their legs out and the air is caught by the wing membrane so they can glide from tree to tree. When we see the squirrel gliders upon presentation with their wing membrane injuries, they're often distressed, in pain and dehydrated from being hung on the fence for variable amounts of time. We will often hydrate them, provide pain relief and antibiotics. When they're well enough, we anaesthetise them to clean the wounds and address healing in any way we can.
So here we are just south of Burrumbuttock. We're back at the site where the squirrel glider was found, and it was found about 6 weeks ago, so it's been through recovery and it's healthy and well, and we release it in the evening because it's a nocturnal animal, so it should go out and forage and spend its evening feeding and then come back hopefully to this tree with a hollow in it behind me and spend its day in there sleeping and getting itself used to being back in its natural setting.
Say hello everybody. A bit more used to me, haven't you?
There was a fence along this area. It was set up to protect this tree belt when it was originally planted. It's now fully established and we no longer required it. Removed it from this area to protect the squirrel gliders and their habitat.
It's the most wonderful thing in the world. It doesn't matter if you've had whatever animal in care for 18 months. It's the most wonderful thing knowing that you have helped something and it's gone back to do what it should do, breeding and looking after the environment.
We love seeing the squirrel gliders in a clinic. They're beautiful little critters and they bring us much joy.